Hello and welcome, my Aries friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Aries zodiac sign. Today we're going to explore what you can expect for the month of October, obstacles that you're going to face, and tools that will help you throughout the month. Now, of course, the deck I chose for this reading would be the Witch's Tarot. I had to, it's October, come on guys. Then I'm going to end this session off with a blessing from the Enchanted Oracle. Like always, there's links below to both these fabulous decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aries friends, let's see what the cards have in store for you. What card symbolizes the month of October for my Aries friends? It's the Eight of Swords. Eights are about movement and manifestation. It doesn't look like she's moving too much in the swords here, however it is. The swords are about truth and knowledge. So October is going to be about unbinding ourselves, kind of overcoming that challenge of the Eight of Swords, because it's time to unbind those tethers that we've put on ourselves, unmask and unblindfold us so that we can start to truly see what's right in front of us. We know we're carrying a lot of knowledge. However, that knowledge needs to serve us rather than peg us into a pen. Let's look at what obstacles you're going to face, my Aries friends. What obstacles does the month of October pose for my Aries friends? The Ten of Pentacles. Tens are an ending and a beginning card. Pentacles are about growth and abundance. What's really going to keep you penned in and all bound up, my Aries friends, are the traditions and the guidance of what used to work, what our families have been doing for generations, what your friends have been doing for generations. Those societal norms will really be penning us down and pegging us into our spot and making it almost impossible for us to truly grow. Let's break down October a little bit more. What does the beginning of October look like for my Aries friends? The Ace of Pentacles. Aces are a gift. Pentacles are about growth and abundance. So even though we are all kind of chained up from the Eight of Swords, we're still able to receive some gifts. This is going to be important to make sure that you remind yourself to ground yourself and really stay connected into the earth, because that's going to be important. That's going to help you really tackle that Eight of Swords. We need to take the knowledge that works, we need to unbind ourselves. And getting rid of the societal norms that are not functioning in our world, kind of letting them go, is going to be a major challenge for us. Let's look at the middle part. What does the middle of October look like for my Aries friends? And that's the Knight of Cups. Knights are that adolescent, no fear energy that's not afraid to take on the Eight of Swords. Heck, he would love to take the Eight of Swords on. They have that nothing's gonna touch me energy. Cups are about intuition and emotion. And that's really going to be what's gonna help us really move forward. Getting out of that knowledge base, that, oh, this happened to me attitude, and connect into that more exciting, okay, I'm gonna connect into my intuition. I'm going to connect into my intuitional creativity. I'm going to try and get myself and get on my horse and move forward, rather than swirling in the muck that has really been kind of sitting there for me. Let's look at what the end of October is going to bring us. And that's the Six of Pentacles. Sixes are about harmony and balance. Pentacles about that prosperity and growth. Interesting, you've got 2 pentacles flanking your Knight. That balance piece and growth piece is really going to be important for you, and it's something that will help overcome this stagnation you're feeling with the use of your intuition. The 6 of Pentacles talks about the ability to balance out that wealth that you have. And it's not just the wealth of monetary wealth, but all aspects of your wealth and yourself. More importantly, it's balancing out that Knight. So that grounding element's going to be really important for you. That Knight has a lot of power. As we get into October, the veils are thinning between us and other realms, and it's going to be easier to connect into that other side or higher vibrational beings. So having that grounded, stable, and balanced environment is going to really be important, especially as you try and allow your intuitional abilities to flow. And that flowing, that movement is going to be that important key piece. October is fantastic for that. It does not start and stop on Halloween or the October 31st. It starts at the beginning and it flows all the way throughout the month. So let's look at what obstacles you're going to face, my Aries friends. What obstacles do my Aries friends have for the beginning of October? The Ace of Wands. One ace trumps another ace. The Ace of Wands is about that passion and inner fires. With the Ace of Wands trying to cover up and overcome that Ace of Pentacles, what you're looking at is your inner fire and drive trying to really take over the show. That inner passion is going to try and flame forward. It's not going to be about your inner passion right now. This is going to be about making sure that you are grounded, really taking that message home. Yes, your passions may have some great ideas. Something will probably come forth for you to try and say, hey, look, we can transform you in this way. That adds more binding to the 8 rather than less. What I would suggest, take that information and put it aside. You can always use it at a later date. Let's look at the middle of the month. What challenge will my Aries friends face in the middle of October? Now we have the Ace of Cups. Now we're looking at our intuition really causing some mayhem. Where we want our intuition to flow, we don't want it to be just subject on one area. When we're looking at intuition and using our clairs, it's about really reaching out and overcoming the challenges. We need the energy of the Knight of Cups rather than just the single cup itself. Now the Ace of Cups will lend support and idea to the Knight, and they will be able to overcome the 8 of Swords together rather than independently. Our obstacles still can be used to our advantage. Even though sometimes we are dealt with something that is hard to deal with or we're challenged with it, doesn't mean we can't use that for a greater good. We can put it in part of our tools, using what is given to us so that we can really overcome it. We still want to use our passions. We want to use our passions to connect into these 3 cards here, rather than the 8 of Swords. So it's really using that piece. Also, you want to use your family and your friends as a support. You don't want to ostracize them out for October. It's just that societal stigma and that societal restrictions, that's what's really going to challenge you. Societal norms will still help us move forward because it adds order to our lives. It's just going to be an obstacle we need to overcome. Let's look at the final part of the month. What does the final part of October, what obstacles will arise for my Aries friends? And that's the Hermit. He's the 9th card in the Major Arcana, and he speaks about that inner voyage or that need to go inwards. And that's basically the major obstacle. It's going to be really easy to want to go on an inward journey because we are dealing with intuition and we are able to receive so much information from the other side. We need to stay present and active in October to really gain that true message and the true information and meaning that we need from October. Now, we are dealing with 3 ones. In angel messages, when you're looking at multiple ones like that, it means that you need to believe in yourself, believe in your abilities. We are the first individuals to grab hold and say we can't do that. There's no possible way we can. Our ego likes to step in, and then we're really, really struggling with trying to achieve what we want to do. And when we want to take on something like the swords there. Let's look at what's going to help us. It's going to help my Aries friends unbound themselves from the swords there. Fantastic card. It's the Sun. The Sun is the 19th card in the Major Arcana, and it speaks about that joy and love. This isn't a dark piece. We may feel like we're stuck, but that joy and happiness, and even the joy and happiness that the 10 brings us, or these aces, because those are still gifts. We should still accept them and be very grateful for them. But embracing that joyous, loving energy that is flowing all around us. Let's look at the last piece. What additional information will help my Aries friends through the month of October? That's the 7 of Wands. Sevens is about struggle, yet victory. We may have to challenge ourselves. We may actually have to use that inner fire and passion to overcome the 8 and really connect into the universe and allow that balancing and that intuition to grow. However, we know it's going to be prosperous and fertile because we've got this beautiful staff with all these lovely roses or flowers on them that really show that abundance piece at the end of the journey there. Let's look at what your shadow self wants to add. It's the 20th card in the Major Arcana, and it's Karma. It's also known as Judgment in many other decks. And basically what your shadow self is saying to you, Aries, all the work you put in is what you're going to get out. If you put a lot of work into this and really focus in on the night and focus in on grounding and balancing yourself and really focus in on tackling the 8 of Swords, you're going to find that you're going to reap the rewards. This abundance piece will be great. However, if you really don't put a lot of energy into it, don't be surprised at the end of the month if you don't have a great staff of roses. Let's look at your blessing. What blessings does October bring my Aries friends? Innocence. It's a beautiful card. Talks about that nurturing and motherly aspect. Don't forget to be kind to yourself. Self-care, self-love, big part of the balancing piece. When we care and love for ourselves, we start to really unwind all that crap we've put around ourselves. We are the ones who tied ourselves up. We are the ones who have to untie ourselves. So connecting into that nurturing, loving energy and caring for ourselves as we care for others will really go a long way in October. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however I drew these cards especially for my Aries friends. What further information do they share with you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for something more specific or personal, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some direction and insight for October. Thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I will continue to create fun and dynamic videos for my zodiac friends. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you'd like my video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Aries friends.